How often have you found yourself longing for something deeply, love, abundance, or health, only to feel like the universe is unresponsive? Maybe you've wondered, why isn't this working? Am I missing something? The truth is, there's a way to ask the universe that goes beyond simple wishing. Without it, it's like trying to unlock a door with the wrong key. Today, I'll show you the method that turns vague desires into clear, unshakable certainty. This approach ensures your energy aligns so perfectly with your goals that the universe has no choice but to respond. Inspired by the teachings of Jacobo Grinberg, a pioneer in consciousness studies, this method will change the way you approach your dreams. To understand how to ask, you first need to understand something fundamental about reality. Reality is not something that happens outside of you. It is something you create within yourself. Think about it for a moment. Everything you experience in life first passes through your mind. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are like lenses through which you interpret the world. But we don't just interpret reality, we project it. In other words, what you think and feel consistently not only affects how you perceive the world, it also affects how the world responds to you. And how does this happen? It all has to do with something that scientists and mystics alike call energy. Everything in the universe vibrates, from the atoms that make up your body to the planets orbiting in space, and you vibrate too. Your energetic vibration, that state where your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs align, is like a magnet. What you vibrate is what you attract. Now pause and ask yourself, what am I vibrating at this moment? Am I vibrating gratitude and abundance or fear and scarcity? The human mind is a channel between what is possible and what is real. If that channel is clear and aligned, you can manifest almost anything. But if it's blocked by doubt, anxiety, or fear, that's where your desires get stuck. When I understood that the universe responds to my vibration, I started experimenting with different ways of asking. After many trials, I discovered 3 steps that change everything. These steps not only helped me manifest what I wanted, but also transformed how I think and feel. Step 1. Multisensory visualization. Feel as if it's already real. The first step was to completely change how I visualized. Before, I used to limit myself to imagining what I wanted, but I did so as if I were watching a movie from afar, as if it were happening to someone else. That approach, although well-intentioned, didn't take me anywhere. Why? Because I wasn't fully involving my mind, body, and emotions. So I decided to try something different. I sat in a quiet place, closed my eyes, and immersed myself in my desire, but this time with total intensity. I imagined I already had it, that it was already part of my reality, and I forced myself to involve all my senses as if I were living that experience in the present moment. For example, one of the first times I tried this technique, I focused on creating a new, healthy lifestyle. I didn't stop at imagining myself at the gym or cooking meals. I went deeper. I pictured the cool breeze on my face as I ran outdoors, heard the rhythmic sound of my feet hitting the ground, and felt the weight of a water bottle in my hand. In my mind, I tasted the freshness of fruits I was eating, smelled the natural aroma of the forest trails, and most importantly, felt the pride and energy of being my healthiest self. And this is the most important part, the emotion. It's not enough to visualize things mechanically as if they were mere mental images. You have to live it with your heart. What would you feel if that desire were already part of your life? Joy? Gratitude? Peace? That emotion is the vibration the universe recognizes. Another example. A few years ago, I wanted to manifest a meaningful relationship. I sat down, closed my eyes, and visualized every detail of what it would be like. I imagined sharing a quiet evening walk, hearing the laughter in deep conversations, feeling the warmth of a hand in mine, and experiencing the joy of shared dreams. I didn't stop at the imagery. I felt the emotions deeply, the love, gratitude, and fulfillment of having that connection. And here's the trick. I didn't just imagine having it. I was grateful for it. In my mind, I repeated, "Thank you, universe, for bringing this love into my life. It's more fulfilling than I ever imagined." Each time I did this exercise, my energy shifted. I felt lighter, more hopeful, more aligned with my desire. It was as if, little by little, the universe started organizing itself so everything would fit perfectly. And when that relationship finally came into my life, it didn't feel strange or surprising, because I had already lived it so many times in my mind that it felt completely natural, as if it had always been meant to happen. To my surprise, not only did I find that connection once, but I began attracting opportunities to deepen it and strengthen it over time. Each encounter, each shared experience, felt like confirmation that the energy we project doesn't just create a single outcome. It creates an ongoing flow of aligned possibilities. This taught me something profound. When you ask with clarity, feel with emotion, and give thanks as if it were already real, you don't just manifest a single desire. You open the door to an unending stream of abundance. Honestly, I never thought that something as simple as intentional visualization could have such a huge impact on my life. The key here is that you can't leave any detail to chance. If you're manifesting a new career, for example, don't limit yourself to imagining an office or a desk. Imagine walking into the workspace, hearing the conversations of colleagues, feeling the texture of a business card in your hand, and even noticing the hum of distant chatter in meetings. Live that experience with such intensity that it blurs the line between imagination and reality. And the best part is that this process doesn't just change how you think, it changes how you feel and act. When you visualize with this level of depth and emotion, you start behaving as if you already have what you desire. That confidence, that certainty, sends a clear signal to the universe. I'm ready, this is already mine. This is what Jacobo Grinberg described as the creation of an alternative reality in your mind, which eventually becomes your physical reality. It's not magic. It's a natural process in which your thoughts, emotions, and energy work together to shape the world around you. Since I started applying this technique, visualization has stopped being just a mental exercise and has become a transformative experience. Every time I do it, I'm not just asking the universe. I'm living my desire with every fiber of my being. When you do that, the universe has no choice but to respond. The second pivotal shift in my life came with gratitude, specifically learning to be thankful as if my desires had already come true. It's such a simple idea, yet its power is profound. For the longest time, I practiced gratitude only for the things I already had, my health, my loved ones, and my achievements. While that was valuable, I wasn't yet tapping into the full potential of gratitude. Everything changed when I realized that gratitude isn't limited to acknowledging the present. It can also be extended to what you desire, as though it's already part of your reality. This shift was a turning point for me. Practicing advanced gratitude. Every morning, I dedicated time to this practice. I would sit with a notebook and write phrases like, "Thank you, because I am already living my dream life." Thank you, because abundance flows to me effortlessly in all areas. Thank you for the love, joy, and opportunities that surround me daily. At first, this felt strange. My logical mind resisted, whispering, "This isn't real yet." But I stayed consistent, repeating the practice day after day. Slowly, something began to change. The more I gave thanks in advance, the more my energy transformed. I felt a growing sense of confidence and optimism, as if the reality I was envisioning was already unfolding. Gratitude as a message to the universe. Expressing gratitude in advance sends a powerful signal to the universe. This is already mine. It's a declaration of trust and alignment. And as I continued, I began to notice the universe responding. At first, the changes were subtle, an unexpected conversation, a new idea, or a random encounter. But soon, these occurrences stopped feeling random. They felt like the universe saying, "You're finally in alignment. Here's what you've been asking for." A moment that changed everything. One specific instance stands out. I had been giving thanks each morning for a professional opportunity that seemed out of reach. I didn't know how it would happen, but instead of dwelling on the uncertainty, I focused on gratitude. One day, I received an email from someone I didn't even know personally. They had heard about me through a mutual connection and reached out with an opportunity that turned out to be exactly what I had been envisioning. That email became the bridge to the reality I had been visualizing. I couldn't ignore the truth. This wasn't a coincidence. It was the universe responding to my gratitude. Gratitude as a state of being. Over time, I came to understand that gratitude is not just a tool for manifestation, it's a state of being. When you give thanks as though your desires are already real, you train your heart and mind to live in abundance. You send a clear message to the universe. I trust you. I know this is meant for me. And here's the most remarkable part. Gratitude creates a ripple effect. The more you practice it, the more you begin to notice blessings everywhere, not just in the new things that manifest, but in the gifts that were already present in your life but had gone unnoticed. The domino effect of gratitude. Gratitude doesn't just help you attract what you want. It changes your perspective, allowing you to see the beauty and abundance that already exists around you. It's as though the act of giving thanks unlocks a deeper awareness of life's blessings. When you live in gratitude, you're not just manifesting specific desires, you're stepping into a life of continuous abundance. Each moment of gratitude becomes a stepping stone to greater joy, fulfillment, and connection with the universe. A simple invitation. If you're ready to transform your life, start today. Take 5 minutes every morning to express gratitude for what you desire, as though it's already yours. Write it down, say it out loud, and most importantly, feel it with your heart. Don't worry about how it will happen. Simply trust the process. I promise the results will come, and when they do, you'll see that they were never random. They were the universe responding to the powerful energy of your gratitude. Every morning, my gratitude routine has evolved into a sacred ritual. I sit in stillness, close my eyes, and let my heart swell with genuine gratitude. I don't simply write phrases, I pour my emotions into them. Sometimes, the depth of this practice moves me to tears because, in those moments, I feel an undeniable certainty that my desires are already unfolding. Gratitude is not just about words, it's about feeling. I visualize moments like opening the door to my dream home, sharing meaningful conversations with a loved one, or seeing the positive impact of my work ripple out into the world. As I immerse myself in these visions, I feel gratitude as if I'm already living them. This practice creates a cycle. The more you give thanks, the more you receive, and the more you receive, the more you find reasons to give thanks. It's like stepping into an infinite stream of positive energy that transforms not just your outer circumstances, but your inner self. If you've ever felt stuck, I invite you to try this. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to feeling gratitude for what you desire, as if it's already yours. Don't worry about how it will happen. Simply trust and give thanks. The results will come faster than you expect. Step 3. Inspired action. Moving toward your vision. Gratitude and visualization are powerful, but they require a crucial third element: action. This is where many people falter, believing they can sit back and wait for the universe to deliver. The truth is, manifestation is a co-creative process. Think of the universe as a GPS. It can guide you, but only if you start moving. If you stay still, there's no route to calculate. Taking action is your way of signaling to the universe, I'm ready, I'm committed. For example, when I wanted to elevate my professional life, I didn't just visualize or express gratitude, I took action. I updated my resume, researched companies, sent emails, and attended networking events. Each small step reinforced the energy I was projecting. I'm serious about this. One day, I sent a message to someone I thought would never reply. To my surprise, they did. That single response led to a series of connections that brought me exactly the opportunity I had envisioned. This wasn't luck. It was the universe responding to my commitment and effort. The power of inspired action. Action isn't just about doing something for the sake of doing it. It's about inspired action, steps guided by clarity and intuition. Inspired action doesn't come from fear or desperation, but from a sense of alignment with your desires. For instance, while working on a major project, I reached a point where I felt stuck. Instead of forcing myself to act, I took time to pause, meditate, and reconnect with my intention. In that stillness, an idea came to me, a simple but powerful step I hadn't considered. Following that idea led to a breakthrough that shifted everything. Inspired action feels right. It doesn't always make sense logically, but it resonates deeply. Trust the process, one step at a time. Many people hesitate to act because they can't see the entire path ahead. But here's the truth. The universe rarely reveals the whole map at once. It shows you the next step, and when you take it, the next one appears. Imagine walking down a dark path with a flashlight. You can only see a few steps ahead, but by trusting and moving forward, those steps eventually lead you to your destination. Even small actions can create significant shifts. If you're looking for love, go out and meet new people. If you want financial abundance, learn a new skill or explore additional income streams. If you're craving change, take one small step, anything that gets you moving in the right direction. When you act, you create an internal shift. You send a powerful message to the universe. I trust the process, and I'm ready to receive. Overcoming internal blockages. If you've been practicing visualization, gratitude, and action but still feel stuck, the issue might be internal blockages, those limiting beliefs that whisper, I'm not good enough, I'll never achieve this, or this is too hard. Jacobo Grinberg's teachings highlight that our greatest obstacles are often within us. These beliefs act like invisible walls, blocking the flow of energy and opportunities, but they can be dismantled. Here's how. Identify the blockage. Write down the negative thoughts that surface when you think about your desire. Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? Where did it come from? Replace it. Rewrite the thought into one that aligns with your goals. For example, replace I'll never succeed with success flows to me effortlessly. Clearing these blockages won't happen overnight, but every time you replace a limiting belief with an empowering one, you create space for transformation. Putting it all together. Everything you've learned, gratitude, inspired action, and overcoming blockages, has one purpose: to remind you of the power you already possess to create your reality. You don't need permission from the universe because the tools are already within you. Here's a simple exercise to start today. Write down your desire as if it's already yours. Visualize it with clarity and emotion. Give thanks for it in advance. Take the first small step toward it, no matter how insignificant it seems. The universe doesn't say no. It waits for you to ask in the right way. And the moment you align your energy with your desires, it begins to conspire in your favor. So, what will you ask the universe for today? Declare it boldly and take that first step. Trust the process, and remember, the universe always says yes to those who are ready to receive.